Hey, Ashley, I just filed our divorce papers a few minutes ago.
Excuse me?
We're strangers as of today. We're also getting out of this apartment, so pack your stuff and be out by tonight.
Wait a second, Ryan. What do you mean you filed for divorce? How could you just do that without telling me?
I don't need a reason. The divorce just went through. That's all you need to know.
Are you serious right now? You can't expect me to just be okay with this.
I don't need your okay. I just don't love you anymore. So as far as I'm concerned, this marriage was already over. I just made it official. Is there some kind of problem with that?
I can't believe this. We've been together for 3 years, Ryan. 3 years, and you can't even have one conversation with me before filing?
3 years of what exactly? Nothing special. Nothing I couldn't walk away from. I already told you, I'm done.
That is such a horrible thing to say. Did I do something wrong? Can you at least tell me that much?
Look, if I say nothing, you'll probably just keep harassing me. Fine, I'll give you the short version. There's someone else who's a better fit for me, so I don't need you anymore. That's why I filed.
Someone else? You mean you fell for someone else?
Pretty much, so dragging out this marriage any longer would be pointless.
How long has this been going on? Were you seeing someone while we were still together?
Does it matter? The result is the same either way.
It matters to me. I have a right to know if you were cheating on me.
Relax, you'll figure it out eventually. Oh, really? Was it?
Yes, it was. I already made a reservation at a restaurant, the same place where you proposed to me. You promised we'd celebrate our anniversary together every year.
I couldn't care less about our anniversary anymore. Divorce is done. Go ahead and cancel the reservation.
Can we at least sit down and talk about this? Can you make time after work today?
Why would I waste time on my ex? My stuff's already packed. I'm out of here today.
What? You've had your bags packed? For how long? You planned all of this without saying a single word to me?
You should start packing too. I've already given notice. This place is being vacated at the end of the week. Take care of yourself.
Ryan, wait, please. If there's any part of you that cares at all, just talk to me. I deserve that much.
You'll be fine. You always land on your feet. Goodbye, Ashley.
You don't even feel bad, do you? Not even a little.
I told you, I'm over it. The sooner you accept that, the easier this'll be.
We had a life together. I took care of you. I rearranged my whole schedule around yours, and you're ending all of that with a text message.
Okay, a text message and the divorce papers. I did the paperwork too. You should thank me.
I want you to know that I am not going to forget how you did this. Not the timing, and definitely not the way you're talking to me right now. Why did it have to be my best friend of all people?
Try being approached by a gorgeous CEO's daughter. No guy would say no to that. Of course I upgraded. A girl raised by a single mom like you has absolutely nothing on her.
This is so...
Honestly, I'm surprised I held on as long as I did. Megan was throwing herself at me and you just had no idea. Kinda sad, honestly.
So every dinner we had together, every trip, every conversation, you were just going through the motions?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I felt a little bad at first, but then I remembered that Megan's family runs a company, and the guilt kind of faded.
Can you even hear yourself right now?
Can you believe a CEO's daughter had a thing for my face? I really have to thank my parents for the good genes. And once I take over her family's company and become CEO myself, my winning era is just beginning.
You've really thought this all through, haven't you? Did you even stop to think about whether any of that was realistic?
Of course it's realistic. Megan's dad is getting older. She's the heir, I'm the husband. Simple math.
Simple math. That's marriage to you.
People marry for all kinds of reasons. Love, stability, connections. I just happen to be honest about it.
I stepped back because I thought you genuinely fell for someone else, but it was a calculated theft all along.
Call it what you want. Smart men take opportunities when they appear. You were never gonna give me that kind of life.
What kind of life? We had a perfectly good life.
A perfectly average life. A cramped apartment and anniversary dinners at mid-range restaurants. That's not a life, that's just existing.
You proposed to me, Ryan. You got down on one knee at that restaurant and said you wanted to spend your life with me. Were you lying then, too?
You really are a pitiful woman, aren't you? If you weren't from a single-parent household, if you didn't have a rich best friend, I might never have had a reason to stray.
My background has nothing to do with this. The pitiful thing is that I married a lowlife like you. If I'd seen from the start what kind of person you were, I wouldn't have this divorce on my record.
Excuse me? If I'm a lowlife, what does that make you? You were definitely using Megan's status too, weren't you?
Excuse me?
Come on. What are the odds a girl from a single-parent home has a CEO's daughter for a best friend? You must have been clinging to her like a shadow, using her connections.
What?
You were riding Megan's coattails your whole life. The private school, the nice neighborhood, the social circles. None of that was yours. You got no right to criticize me.
Do not lump me in with you. I genuinely cared about Megan as a true friend. Whether she was a CEO's daughter or not, I never once cared about any of that.
Save the fake nobility. Real friendships don't form between people on opposite ends of the social ladder.
Maybe you're right about that. Megan did look down on me for being raised by a single mom. I was the only one who thought of us as real friends. I guess she was quietly looking down on me the whole time.
If anything, be grateful she lowered herself to befriend you. You got a lot of mileage out of that friendship. Private school connections, invitations to events, all things you could never have had on your own.
You have no idea what our friendship was actually like. I was there for her through things that had nothing to do with money. When her grandmother passed, when she failed her licensing exam, I was the one she called.
Very touching. But at the end of the day, she still chose me over you. So maybe ask yourself what that says about how much she valued you.
I'm over all of this. I hate you. I hate Megan too. Go ahead. Do whatever you want with your marriage.
Already done. She's gorgeous, has great connections, and is everything you're not. Snagging a CEO's daughter. I've officially leveled up in life.
Except that CEO's daughter is me.
What?
I'm not as pretty as Megan, sure, but when it comes to actual background, we're not that different. I've been keeping it secret, but my family runs a company too.
What did you just say?
Well, actually, Megan and I might be more different than I thought. Her family's company went bankrupt this morning. Megan isn't a CEO's daughter anymore.
What? No, hold on. What are you saying right now? Your family runs a company and Megan's family went bankrupt? Explain everything right now.
Calm down. I'll explain, but not because I owe you anything. I'm sorry for keeping my family situation from you, but my mom told me to keep it hidden since I was little.
Why on earth would you hide something like that? Your parent runs a company. That's something to be proud of. Why would you keep that secret?
It's not something to be proud of. It causes problems.
What do you mean?
It's actually why my mom divorced my dad. As soon as they got married, his whole personality changed. Let me take over your company. Send money to my family. Eventually, his relatives started showing up at our house asking for money too. That's what broke them up. After that, Mom decided to keep the company private.
That actually happened?
After that, my mom drilled it into me. Bragging can cause trouble. Never tell anyone about the company or what we have. So even Megan had no idea about any of this.
She was that thorough about hiding it?
Honestly, if you'd been paying attention, you could have figured out we weren't a typical single mom household. I grew up in the same neighborhood as Megan. We lived in an area with high property values. I went to the same private schools she did. A regular single-parent family couldn't afford any of that, right?
Now that you mention it, you're right. I always thought you just got scholarships or something.
No, my mother paid for all of it herself. She just didn't want anyone to know where the money came from. I did think about telling you everything after we got married, but Mom stopped me again. I have no intention of passing the company to him, and it might just put pressure on him. Take this secret to your grave.
That's...
She was right, wasn't she? Look at how you're reacting right now. That's exactly the reaction she was trying to avoid.
And to think I got left because of that! Mom was only trying to protect me and it still went sideways somehow! Oh, okay, I think I mostly understand your situation now. So, why did Megan's family suddenly go bankrupt? What happened?
Well, Megan's family was very public about running a successful company. They bragged about their assets and profits to everyone they knew. But that drew a lot of shady people to them.
Shady people?
From what I heard, an employee embezzled company funds, and a business partner stabbed them in the back on top of that. Their cash flow collapsed almost overnight.
Wait, Megan never mentioned any of this to me. Not a single word. Not even a hint that something was wrong.
Of course she didn't. Megan doesn't know. She was out enjoying her CEO's daughter lifestyle every day. Shopping, trips, restaurants. She had zero clue what was happening with the family business.
Really? But how is that even possible? Shouldn't she have noticed something was off?
And her parents are too proud to admit it. After building up that image of a booming company, there's no way they'd say it was in trouble. They just kept doubling down on aggressive decisions right up until the end. Until finally, they couldn't dig themselves out and went bankrupt.
No way! So what does that mean for me now? I finally married Megan, and I was supposed to take over the family company and become CEO!
The company that no longer exists. Funny how that works out. every penny going toward paying off the debt. No one seems to know where they ended up, but I'm sure they're out there somewhere, working through it together as husband and wife.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.